Hello and welcome to another episode of Death to Obesity, episode number 2, the big reveal. Now unfortunately it's not a good big reveal, it's a bad big reveal. The battery in my scales were actually flat and the 143 kilos or so that was declared last episode were wrong. Unfortunately I weigh a lot more than I thought. I was expecting about 150 kilograms and it turns out it's actually a lot more. So I'll just go ahead and step on the scales and you guys can see what I saw, the shock that I got. And this has actually been verified by doctor's scales as well, just to make sure that my scales aren't wrong. Let's go for it. Give me life. There we go. $163.1 kilograms. Now, as I just said, that's been verified by a doctor's scales. So that's actually the correct weight that I am. 143 was just a flat battery giving pork pies. Oh well, as I said, episode 1, the journey begins. Alrighty, so this episode is going to be a big fat confessional of my big fat lifestyle, or lack thereof in some areas. I'll be talking to you today about what I've done, what I do, and what I haven't done to cause my weight gain and to cause the weight to stay up that high. In making episode 2 a confessional, I'm hoping to teach people who don't eat so much how much it requires to be this heavy. And for people who are eating up around the level of me, to learn that you're not the only one doing this. You're not the only one addicted to food like I am. You're not the only one who gets your endorphin rush from eating mass amounts of sugary, fatty, starchy foods. After doing a quick calorie calculator on the internet, they found for me to sustain 163 kilograms at 6 foot tall, 5 centimeters, I had to eat something like 3,200 calories of energy a day. Now I've eaten much more than that on occasion, probably double that amount, and that obviously piles on the kilos, especially when you're not burning it off. The worst week I've had off memory is fast food bought every night, plus Saturday and Sunday. To give you a basic idea, I'll put a page up over my face now and I'll just be talking in the background of this photo. I will eat a normal breakfast every morning before work. It'll be something like 4 Weet-Bix, for example. Weet-Bix and milk and a little bit of sugar. That's plain and simple. And then work, I'll eat just lunch, just normal, a sandwich and an apple for morning tea, that kind of stuff. But the real trouble happens at dinner time. As you can see on the screen now, dinner time will be 2 pizzas, a garlic bread and a Coke, for example, delivered. I probably wouldn't even go to the energy of driving up and picking it up. What I don't eat out of that meal, because I'll eat until I'm about to bust, will go in the fridge. I'll go through the next day, as usual, and then that afternoon, straight after getting home from work, I'll eat those leftovers, and then I'll order something more. I'll either go to KFC and get a nice, not a large takeaway meal. I'm talking I'll get something like a bucket of chicken. I'm talking 9-10 pieces, a bottle of soft drinks, some large fries, and this kind of thing, as you're reading on screen now, will happen all week long, and it has happened all week long. Come up to the Friday, I will then eat something a little bit more extravagant, maybe Nando's or a Chinese meal or something like that. Saturday mornings, and probably Sunday as well, will most definitely be, without a doubt, a bought Macca's meal. And I'm not talking one large sausage and egg McMuffin meal. I'm talking a sausage and egg McMuffin meal and another sausage and egg McMuffin on top, and I'm in hotcakes on that on top as well, with a large Coke, because I'm not really fond of their coffee. I think some people just heard that and agreed. Oh boy, and then lunchtime Saturday, I'm talking a Hungry Jack's meal or another pizza delivered or something like that. So you're getting the basic gist of how that all happened, and that's how the weight comes up. And then now add to that a sedentary lifestyle. Off and on, I've gone to gym. under the encouragement from my sister who loves gym, I would go more often if she asks, that kind of thing. But in terms of my own self-control and self-discipline, I'm home, I'm sitting down, watching TV, playing the computer, probably most likely playing the computer, whether it be YouTube videos, games. And because of that, coupled with these humongous dinners that I'm eating, the weight just piled on. The weight just piled on. I'll get to a Saturday morning, I'll write a little list of things I have to do for the day. I don't know, a bit of gardening, bit of mowing, maybe work on my car. Once that's done, straight back into the computer room, right now where this camera is, and doing nothing for the rest of the weekend, you know. I will do a later video somewhere down the track about the way addiction works and all that kind of stuff, just a little informational video. But for now, just as part of this video, I just want to explain that the way that I'm addicted to food is probably almost exactly the same as someone is addicted to drugs or is an alcoholic, where I will crave something. Most of the time it's a fatty, sugary meal, and the moment I eat it, I'll have an anticipation period where I'm wanting it, I'll order it. The moment I start eating it, I will get an influx of endorphins. I'll become relaxed, almost euphoric sometimes if I eat the right kinds of sugary foods. And so I concluded a little while ago after reading an article on actual substance addiction that I'm addicted to food, and it brings a comfort to me. But as I said, I will be making a further video, a whole video dedicated to the information on addiction to that. Alrighty, pretending that this is sort of episode 1, because I can't really go off a change from 143 kilos to 163. I can't really write a little graph making a positive of 20 kilos in 1 week. So starting from now, the changes that I'll introduce will obviously start with completely drastically reducing how much I eat. I'm not talking about going cold turkey, because I've tried cold turkey. For me personally, it doesn't work. If this works for you, if completely stopping in watching my videos every week, if completely stopping watching eating these takeaway dinners for you, or whatever you eat, your high calorie diet, if completely dropping it down to an average man's diet, if you're a man, average woman's diet, if you're a woman, to 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day. If doing that is going to work for you, then you do that. But for me, it just doesn't work. If I go cold turkey, I start getting all sorts of... Anyway, I'll leave that be for the episode where I talk about actual substance addiction. But so this week I'm going to try dropping my almost daily habit of buying some kind of takeaway down to hopefully 2 times over the next week till I make the next video. I'm going to try and do it once, only one. Let's just call it my treat meal. A lot of people like to do that kind of thing. One treat meal. But I'm gonna not bar myself too much yet, and I'll leave it at 2. 2 times this week I'm going to buy some kind of takeaway meal. Now when I say takeaway meal, I don't mean a humongous oversized meal like I've just been talking about. I will keep the size of the meal down, but it's still probably going to happen anyway. And then I'll sometime this week I'll start introducing activity. I will do, let's just say 1 this week. I will do 1 active adventure. There's a lot of bushes around where I live. Maybe I'll go for a bushwalk, something like that. I'll get back to you next episode about how that went. Now, as part of every episode, I will also talk about my future outlook. Now, when I say the word future, I'm talking the next 1 to 2 months. Let's just say 6 weeks. Over the next 6 weeks, the first thing I'm going to be battling is my addiction to these foods, to these fast foods. So that's the first thing I'm going to be battling. Over the next 4 to 6 weeks, you will see me start to introduce some exercising, some active play. But the main focus of the next 5 or so episodes is going to be reducing my substance addiction, fighting the substance addiction. Whoever's watching this video now, I just want to tell you from my own experience, if you've never tried to lose weight before, this is going to be one of the hardest things you have ever done. But choosing to do it is going to absolutely free you. I have lost weight a few times, my best being... about 5 years ago, I was 130 kilos. I dropped 10 kilos in 6 weeks, 130 down to 120, and I felt amazing. Unfortunately, due to substance addiction, that kind of thing, which I'm not blaming it for because it still is me, I still control what I put in my mouth. Because of all that, the weight piled on, and yeah, so unfortunately, that I've reversed from, I've fallen back, if you will, from fighting my addiction to food quite a few times in history. So hopefully, my future outlook for the next 6 weeks is to get all of this horrible fast food and stuff down to a minimum. Hopefully, almost none. I know that in leaving one kind of treat/cheat. I don't really like calling it cheat meals because it's a game. One treat meal a week of some kind. So I'll explore those options over the next couple of weeks and share them with you. And hopefully I will inspire you to do the same thing, because this is what these videos are all about. I can still stay at home not making these videos and continue to try to lose weight, but I want to do this publicly so that other people are inspired to do this as well, so we can get on this bandwagon together. Oh, if you are on the bandwagon, by the way, so drop me a line, send me a Facebook message or a YouTube message, or comment on my videos. My videos aren't that popular yet, so I probably will see them. And tell me if you're doing it too, and I'll share something of you in one of my next videos. It's up to you, whatever you want me to share. Alongside these episodes, I'm also going to make some informational videos. As I pick up more and more information on how to lose weight, how to tackle these different things, I'm going to share them with you so that you also can learn what I'm learning through this process. The first informational video will be on the difference between fast food meal and a home-cooked meal. I'm going to research a fast food meal of a similar caliber to a home-cooked meal, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the numbers up, what vitamins and minerals you're intaking from each meal, the amount of calories, the energy, all that kind of stuff, so that we can learn what exactly we're putting in our bodies when we choose to buy fast food over cooking at home. And there you go, there's the big reveal. Not exactly a happy reveal, but it's a big reveal either way, and a little confession for you guys so that you guys can understand the life that I'm living and what I have had to do to get up to this weight level. Episode 2 done, finally, a week late, but it's done. And my name's Thomas, and this was Death to Obesity. Arr! Hello and welcome to another episode of Death to Obesity. Episode 2, the big reveal. Unfortunately, it's not a good big reveal. It's on my mouth. Oh wait, hair. Hello and welcome to another... Welcome! Announced to the world 2 weeks ago. Pull my hand off. Piss off. Hello and welcome to another episode of Death to Obesity. How dirty is that mirror? Holy jeez! Excuse me. No, it still looks just as crap. Oh well. The second gin. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Alongside these episodes, I'm going to be making... Gotta stop doing that. It makes noise so the camera picks it up. And because the audience can't see, all they hear is... stupid noise. Anyway.